This is Knuckle-up TV. I'm with the knowledge, Spencer Fearon. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm blessed, highly favoured. You know what I mean? And so really grateful to be around here and around really good people, man. I see like Andy Josh's people that's like nuts. Like he got some mad team, man. Yeah, Leon Crazy vibe. I have to big up Leon Skinner. I'll tell you to turn the camera. He's right behind the camera. Yeah, I like to nickname him Carlos. Like him, Dave Gantz, all like the Joshua's teams. That's beautiful people, man. I like how they've grown up, man. Charlie Sims is famous, you know. I'm mucking around with Charlie Sims, you know. Charlie Sims on a download today. Usually in suits and everything, right? Charlie's try because he's hanging around above us now. He try gangster himself off.
Are you managing at the moment?
Pardon me?
Are you managing still at that?
Yeah, I've still got a couple fighters. It's more the TV work and more the things that I'm doing with Crown Mix now. I can run the sports division for a multimedia apps company, which which is also a music company as well at the same time. So I'm doing that as well, and the motivational speaking that I do constantly.
Where do you do the motivational speaking?
I do once a week for Sky Academy for like young adults and young students, and we do it globally. So they fly me around. I'm doing Japan in June. I did Moscow 3 weeks ago. So I'm
Tony Robbins. Yeah, you got to follow.
No, well, it's not even. I'm not even like a follower. Not even like a case of like following Tony Robbins. Everyone's got their own story. I am a big believer in walking with purpose, colliding with destiny, and like so. Yeah, Les Brown. I listen to a lot of Tony Robbins, Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor. Right. So all of these guys I've listened
to. Mantini.
Yes. Earl Nightingale. Right. That's my boy. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. So we listen to all those kind of things and like, but then also we listen to Muhammad Ali. To me was Muhammad Ali. To me was the guy that used to speak it to you, seek it to you, see what you say. He was the guy that put it to the real social consciousness of the I am and anything put after that, because he said I am the greatest, and no one can't tell me that he's not the greatest heavyweight.
He's amazing.
Right.
He's fucking amazing. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's amazing. You know why he's amazing? He channeled through not only boxing.
No, come on, he transcended sport.
Race.
Yeah, he transcended sport.
Religion. Race, religion, and boxing.
Yeah, he
combine the three.
He transcended. That's the guy. You know what I mean? Anyway, big up Faiz Muhammad as well.
Faiz was behind the camera. He was with me yesterday.
I got big up everyone.
My boy Faisal. Right, Saturday night, the biggest show of the year so far.
Yes.
Who are we pipping?
I'm going for Andy Joshua, but it's not going to be easy. But I think Andy Joshua can win the fight early if he sticks to his game plan. Has to get up close. Charles Martin's a southpaw. Charles Martin pops his jab, but he leans over to his left a lot because he's a very thinking fighter. Sometimes it seems like he's overthinking. And I'm saying you can take those risks with lesser opponents or lesser caliber opponents, but when you're dealing with a man who was a World Games silver medalist, an ABA champion, and an Olympic gold medalist, it's totally different. So if you see the progression of Andy Joshua within 4 years, it's been immense. So I go with Andy Joshua. I don't think it's going to be easy.
He could freeze on the night.
No way. He's not that type of guy. He's not a freezing kind of guy, because you can tell by temperament. When he walks to the ring, he is mustered by an air of confidence that I haven't seen in a young heavyweight maybe since the time of Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis was the kind of guy that when he would turn up, he'd think, right, I'm just going to beat you up. I don't care who you are. And sometimes that would be to his detriment, because sometimes he'd fight scrappy because he just had in his mind, I'm just going to do you. And seeing in this fight here, I can see kind of like the same thing. But I like Charles Martin. I like his temperament. He's very accommodating. He's a nice gentleman. He's a gentleman.
I personally think it's a 50-50 fight. I think that they're both at the same level right now. What I mean by that is they both box limited opposition.
Alright, I agree. Right, I agree. But until the Dylan White fight, Dylan White is not. I've known Dylan from a young kid. Dylan White is the toughest human being on the planet. You could hit Dylan White with a concrete slab in his head and he'll most probably take it. That's the kind of how tough Dylan White is.
But Charles Martin would beat him as well. I reckon Prince Charles would have.
Well, it's opinions, isn't it? It's opinion based. But whereas I'm saying, like, the onus right now is actually on Charles Martin more than it is on Anthony Joshua, right?
Because he's the champion.
Because he's a champion, right? And he's come over here, he's getting paid fantastically well. The onus is on him. The onus is, we're not putting the pressure on Charles, on Anthony Joshua to say, Anthony Joshua, you are the one that has to go and perform. We're putting the pressure on him to the fact that we need him to perform because boxing's on this massive resurgence right now, especially in our country. So we've got 11 guys who are belt holders, right? That's amazing, right? So therefore the onus is on Charles Martin. And the unknown quantity is actually Charles Martin. We've seen Anthony Joshua get hit and get hurt, but what do? He submitted, he come back and he won, right? So those kind of things build in levels of experience inside of you. You know what I mean? You know, like they say, like tricks in trade, mechanics in business. So he's learnt the tricks and he knows the mechanics of the business because, you know, right, I got hit and I got hurt. Southpaw, Anthony Joshua gets close to him, doesn't matter if you're a southpaw. If he fights him at distance, then it's going to be trouble. If Anthony tries to box on the outside, it's going to be trouble. Anthony gets up close, key shots for Anthony Joshua, and we're looking at on his 16 fights that he's had, he throws like a 78% right hand left hook. 78% of the shots that he throws, right hand left hook. The key shots for a southpaw is right hand left hook, right? And nobody hits harder than who's got the bigger right hand in heavyweight boxing today? Anthony. Right, he's got the biggest right hand. Right, so the shot for a southpaw is a right hand come left.
What about stamina though? What about if it goes deep?
Yeah, but you're saying like if it goes stamina, he's a physically fit man. Did you not see
I
when he's on,
understand that. No, I understand that.
the All Stars thing? Did you see that when he just killed everyone? He killed everyone by I believe that Anthony Joshua is the type of person that would have excelled in any sport. You put him in American football, he would excel. You put him in basketball, he would excel. 100 meters, he would excel. And he's a big guy. Weightlifting. Anything you'd have put him in, because I think he's just that guy who's got that mindset.
So we're seeing obviously from your perspective, it's going to be an easy win for that.
No, it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be an easy win.
No way.
Straightforward win.
But it's going to be straightforward to the fact. Listen, you can have a competitive fight, right? But it's still one-sided, but it's competitive. So you could see a scorecard where you see like 111 to 120, right? And you're thinking, wow, but it wasn't competitive. No, it actually was competitive, but it's just that the fact that there were close rounds, but the better guy won the rounds each round, but it didn't mean that it's not competitive. I see this fight being competitive, not one-sided, but Anthony Joshua's going to win this fight.
Talk to me about outside of the ring as well. What else have you been up to?
I've just been up to loads.
Talk to me.
I've just been up to loads. No, I've just been up to loads. Everyone knows I do the speaking. I send that motivational quotes every single day. People think, the master knowledge. No, I'm going to send that knowledge every single day. I mean, read your Bible. It tells you in the book of Hosea. I mean, that my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. It doesn't say for a lack of Gucci or Prada, or it doesn't say for a lack of my BMW convertible or the new house that I just bought with the swimming pool. No, it says for a lack of knowledge. So therefore, the most important thing, the most invaluable thing is information and knowledge, and you have to pass that knowledge on. So I'm going out, we run workshops for young adults, and we just pass that information to them. And everyone can say, like, you got to speak it till you seek it. I've become a master of that everything is your affirmations that you make of yourself. You know what I mean? You become what you think about. And if you think about it, if we have 24 billion brain cells in our head, every brain cell is on a circular motion. So on the spinning surface, two things happen. Right? Centrifugal and centripetal. Centrifugal force is that spins and throws things out. Centripetal is that spins and throws things in. Anything that you put in your head, young blood, will give you people, circumstances, and situations of your mindset. You think weak thoughts, you're going to attract weak people. You think strong thoughts. That's why you're interviewing me right now, because we're on the same thing. You're saying, right, because we're on the same page. So it's energy to energy. It's not because I'm on the largest podcast in the world right now. Our numbers are phenomenal. I just thank God for the blessings that I've got to be on the platform at Sky Sports. But it's all about spreading love and transcending that love. You can't just say, well, I've got love for everybody, but yeah, you ain't got a love for somebody who lives next door to you. No, you got to have love for everyone. Yeah, you got to have love for everyone.
Are you thinking about coming back to promoting? Does it give you the urge today sitting in?
No, because I am still promoting. I'm promoting boxing.
We know that.
Right. This is the thing. When people say, like, no, people think, like, right, you don't understand, like, look at the key essence of promoting. Promoting means like, right, I could take up that piece of paper there and say, like, I'm going to promote. I could sell this film because it's promoting. So when you say you put a promoter's hat, right, a boxing promoter per se, that's limiting Spencer Fearon. You can't limit that.
What you was doing before, right?
It was what I was doing before, but remember, I box professionally. I box as an amateur. So for me boxing there just put me on a platform to do what I'm doing now, and not the headaches within promoting promoting. Sometimes I think, you know what, I could go and do this. But you know what, there's other guys who are coming through that who I pay homage to, and I know that I paved the way for them to come through, and they still ain't doing shows like what I was doing. Me and Karen Baines were doing like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. They're not doing them, or they catch on to things that I was doing 4 years ago. So I surpassed that. Everyone knows me as the knowledge now, so people know they could speak to me about any subject, and I'll be on point about it. So that's enough for me. I'm grateful, and all the haters out there, I love you guys. Carry on calling me.
I like the way you're looking at me. I like the way you say it.
No, I love them. I love those guys. I'm saying carry on hating me. You know why? Because I'm telling you this now. Because you see, like when you can't stop what God put down for you. When the Most High puts down something for you, I don't care what you want to call him. You know what I mean? Allah, Yeshua. You know what I mean? I don't care with Jehovah. I don't care, right? But God's God, and I know that I'm rolling with the Most High. So as I'm rolling with the Most High, the most powerful, I'm just blessed. You know what I mean? I'm just a blessed man. I'm a blessed man. I'm just a blessed man. Too many things going on. I'm just grateful, and it's a peace to go talk to you. Do
you know what? It's lovely to see you. Spencer Fearon, The Knowledge, Knuckle-up TV.
Knuckle-up TV. Listen, bear love, man.
Have a lovely day, Spencer. God bless you.